Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win. Can you talk about you earned your 250 win of your career tonight? Can you elaborate on just your,
I mean,
how
I
that-
didn't know it. I guess everyone knew it, but me. I've been fortunate to coach a lot of really good players. I look at the Nevada teams and Cody, Caleb Martin, and all the Arkansas players that, the Anthony Blacks and the Nick Smiths and the Jordan Walshes and Ricky Councils and Jalen Williams, Isaiah Joe, Mason Jones. Been around so many great players, and that's the only way to win as a coach is to have great players. And so I've been blessed to have great players and great staff members, especially the guys that have been with me for a long time.
What did you like about Cam Woods' performance tonight in his first game with the team? And can you give us a little bit of behind the scenes as to how you were able to make that move happen?
Yeah, so Cam, we recruited him early on in the portal, and things just didn't work out. But we really wanted him early on, and then we kind of kept in contact. And then once he wasn't anywhere, we felt like. And then we had the injuries. We felt like he'd be a great addition. I think he's going to force us to run more. I think he's going to allow us to play in transition way more than we have, because he's a kick-ahead, pass-first mentality. And you could see out there he commands the game. And what he 5 assists tonight or 6 assists. He led us in assists tonight, and so he's a guy that's going to really, really help us. He's a high assist player and a high steal player, and we've been missing creating steals. I mean, we're in the bottom of the NCAA in steals, and so he's going to help us. And he rebounds his position. I mean, those are his 3 great qualities: are creating steals, passing, kicking ahead, and defensive rebounding for his position.
Obviously, Santa Cruz didn't have anyone to match up with Gabe, just given his size. But what did you like about his performance tonight, and what do you need from him to make an impact when you are going up against more physical, larger front courts?
Yeah, so the thought process going into the game was our next game is against Michigan, and it's kind of like a baseball term opener, and they have an opener lineup where they play 3 bigs. And so my thought process was I don't want to go to Ann Arbor and be the first time that we start 3 bigs. I don't know if we will. I don't know what the lineup will be for us in Ann Arbor, but at least now we have film to try to help our team. So the thought process was not about tonight. The thought process was we go to Michigan. Michigan starts a huge lineup, and do we look at – because Michigan does it for about 4 minutes. And so the question is, do we do that with 4 minutes? Or do we start, JB with a big lineup because he can stretch their bigs away from the floor? So a lot of things to think about over the break. But, the point tonight was we need Gabe in the fold. And I thought he stepped up and played really well. I mean, I thought he rolled, below the defenders and led us in scoring, and it's a huge step in the right direction. It's 4 blocks, 8 of 10 from the field. So I thought he played really well tonight.
Hi, Coach. Today this team set a new season high with 28 assists. How does that set the tone for this team's chemistry and connection going forward into conference play?
Yeah, I mean, we only had 172 passes. It was one of our lower. It's kind of weird. It was one of our lower passing numbers because we're trying to get plus 200 every game. And we got under that mark, but our assists led to baskets tonight. And I don't know, in the second half we were, 26 of 33 for 79% from the field. And there was one point where we were 18 and 19. And then we kind of subbed. And but I was impressed with, we didn't settle for threes. They did a good job shooting threes. We took care of rebounding, the way that we needed to. And we're just really thankful that Santa Cruz played the game. I mean, we had a nice crowd tonight. The referees got to ref a game that they had on their schedule. Big Ten Network got a game that they had on their schedule. We had a date that we needed to play an opponent. So super thankful for Santa Cruz, because there's some Division I schools we couldn't get them to say yes. I don't know why, because I thought it was a great opportunity for some Division I schools to to get guaranteed money. And Santa Cruz stepped up and said they'd come play. And so I give their coach a lot of credit and their players, because Michael Musselman was the one that was talking to Santa Cruz's coach, and their players voted that they wanted to play, is the word I got, which is they wanted to come play the game. And I give them a lot of credit. I really do. Because I think they might have even been on break. And their team decided, they had a group in Northern California, a group in Southern California. They decided to come play this game. So I do give their coach and players a lot of credit for taking an opportunity to play against a Big Ten team.
Hey, Coach, I saw you had a 3-guard lineup with Jordan, Jerry, and Cam. What did you see with that rotation?
I mean, it was really because they went out there with the smaller lineup. I don't think we'll ever see those 3 guys, together. It was more tonight matchups. I mean, the guy that played the best the first half was Terrence Williams. And, that's super important for me to mention, that T. Will played better than anybody. And I just felt like fifth-year senior, I needed other people to get minutes tonight. I came into this game with the thought process of, could we ever get Cam 20 minutes? And we got him 21. And we wanted to get Gabe 20 minutes, and he got 21. So we hit the 2 guys that we came into the game wanting to get minutes, got him tonight, which was important, for us. I feel like Terrence rebounded the ball really well, and I just he led us in rebounding. He only played a half.
Knowing that your non-conference schedule is now over, you have the Big Ten slate ahead. What do you feel like is the biggest point of focus as you guys enter into that Big Ten slate? And also, just curious what you thought of Elijah coming back to practice.
Yeah, Elijah was great, phenomenal. Cam and Elijah changed the intensity, the talking, the communication, the sense of urgency changed immediately upon those 2 stepping on the floor. All of a sudden, guys that were a little comfortable, a little cool, wow, there's another player in here, there's another player coming in a couple games, 3 or 4 games, boom, things changed. Elijah's going to help us a lot. Great passer, willing passer, one-on-one player, can go get a shot whenever he wants. He'll add 3-point shooting. We're really long with him and Chad out there at the guard spot. We are long, which is what we envisioned when we took this job, wanting to have great length at the 1-2. But he's behind everybody. So, he's getting closer. And, like we've stated, that mid-January, right on target for that.
I know you mentioned wanting to get Cam and Gabe some minutes tonight. Is there anything else that was kind of on your checklist for this game or for these next coming days until this road stretch?
Like I said, just wanted to look at a three big lineup. We experimented with that for the first time. Wanted to take better care of the ball, which I thought we did until we had 2 late turnovers in the backcourt, where we got a little bit sloppy. But I think those are the biggest thing. Wanted to remain injury free. Was probably the biggest thing. And we hope we're ranked on Monday. I mean, that's something that, when we got ranked and won 1 game and then the game at Oregon and then we lost the game to Washington, I think a lot of us, we were disappointed. I think for this team, to be ranked is important. It's a way to reward the guys and build their confidence. I mean, I don't know, like at Arkansas, I don't know how big a deal it was to be ranked because it happened a lot. Even at Nevada, 17 straight weeks of being in the top 10 one year. But this is this is different for our program. This is that group's locker room. This is our coaching staff's, year and a half into this thing, and to be ranked once, and if we could get back in there, I think it'd be a nice reward for these guys over their 3-day break. And then we got to have really good practices when we come back. because this road trip is tough coming up.
Anything else? Cool. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
You make up the impact that you're making on the team already.
Just bringing that energy, that dog that I got in me. I feel like that's what the team need. Like, of course we good, but that extra step gonna get us over the hump, especially going into conference play.
Cam, I think we were all kind of surprised to see someone who had the experience that you did still being in the portal at this point of the season. What was it that kind of led you to still be in the portal, and what was the process like ending up at USC?
Just being patient, wait my turn, going with the right fit. You know, it's a lot with NIL going on now. So, I mean, I knew it was an opportunity to go in second semester, even when, like before, when the summer was like, if I ain't find the right fit, I know I could wait till second semester. So I went in no rush.
Cam, this was your first game in a while. How did it feel out there? What did you do to prepare?
When I first got in, I feel like I went contributing, but once I went into halftime, second half, I felt good, and then that's when I started getting assists and bringing the energy in. So just getting back that first game, I definitely needed this game instead of being Michigan my first game, so it was definitely great.
Gabe, can you talk about the impact that you had tonight? You were kind of going off. You were dominant in the post tonight. Can you talk about your impact?
Obviously, I had a huge size advantage, and I was just trying to take advantage of that. But a lot of my scoring was off just catches in the post. I mean, my guards did a good job of getting me the ball where I can just get it and go up. So that was good.
Gabe, what do you feel like is key for you kind of now moving into this part of the schedule where there are going to be a lot more guys who can match up with you? What's the key for you to, especially carve out a role over that stretch?
I would say just staying consistent with like the stuff I do. I mean, it's kind of confusing for some people, but like a better matchup for me is playing another 7-foot guy than it is playing a 6'5" guard, which we've been playing a lot of those at the center spot. And I think just staying consistent with what I do and blocking shots and knowing that my chances is coming up.
Gabe, how much patience did it take, just waiting for that right matchup and waiting for that right opportunity to get in like you did tonight?
I mean, really it's just like basketball. I mean, seasons have highs and lows. It is frustrating when stuff doesn't go in your way, but eventually it will go your way. You just got to stay with it.
Kim, how many other options did you have to step in at this mid-season mark, and what was it about USC that was an especially good fit?
I had a lot of options, but team that's on the verge of being ranked, and I mean Maui champs. I mean, you can't beat that. Like, everybody want to watch you. Everybody want to watch USC play. So, of course, I'm gonna take that opportunity over anything else.
That's a question for both of you all. Cam, you elaborated that it's a lot going on with NIL right now. Can you talk about what you meant by that?
I mean, you got a lot of schools that's dropping a lot of money for players that's not contributing right now. So I say not chase the money, chase the opportunity, because we started off playing with no money. So, when I started freshman, we wasn't getting paid. So I take the opportunity over anything because the money going to come with what you're doing.
I mean, yeah, I completely agree. You just got to go where your role is going to be what you want. And I think opportunity is the biggest thing because you can make money like real quick, but you also have to be able to set yourself up to succeed.
Cam, how much does it help having Amari on here?
Definitely a lot. I hate that he hurt. We definitely got a connection on the court and off the court. But just knowing that he in my ear, he can help me with everything. I mean, I was kind of that for him last year coming in from JUCO. He played JUCO, and his first year D1 was last year. So now it's reverse roles. He helping me now. So I definitely love that guy, and it feels good being here with him.
Did him being here already kind of factor in your decision?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. He got in my ear saying what the team need, and he know what I could do personally. I mean, he in them practices without the fans last year, so he know what I could do. And he in the practices here, so he know what the team need also. So he definitely was a big part of that.
We'll let these guys get home for break. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, Merry Christmas.